I'm going to get into some things. I'm going to explain to you why I chose gastric. But before I can, I really have to lay the foundation on why I got there, right? Why did I come to the conclusion? So any of y'all watching this that knew me as a child or a teenager would know that I was very, very fit. I'm going to throw a picture up. As you can see, I was very fit, very skinny, and I was always active. So gaining weight was not an option back then because it just didn't happen until I started working at Popeyes. Well, when I started working at Popeyes, the activity stopped and the metabolism slowed down, and I ate like I've always eaten. Everything in sight. I treated it as a free buffet every single day. I worked there a lot when I was a senior at high school, so quite literally it was just there, so I ate it. I literally gained 100 pounds in 1 year. Now, at the time, this was not a big deal to me because I always had it in my back of my mind. Hit the like button if you can agree with this, but I always thought I can just lose it, right? I'm good. I can just hit the pool again, hit some laps and do some running or whatever and lose it. I just never really did that. We got into a situation where I gained weight, and eventually I finally realized I needed to do something about my weight. So young childhood here, I lost weight, right? I got on a diet. I started hitting the gym. I started swimming more, and this is when I was a young adult, and I lost some weight, and then I gained some weight. And this, quite literally, that right there, losing and then gaining, was the extent of me all the way up to this point. So it was a big yo-yo, up and down, a roller coaster for you people that like roller coasters. And it was just the same old. And the funny thing was, and if you can relate, comment below and let me know you can relate to this, is I would lose weight and then gain weight plus some back every single time I went on the journey of losing weight. So quite literally, I did the same thing for years, right? I am 33 now, or 32, one or the other. You get so old, you forget your age. That it became insanity, right? We all know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And that is literally what I did. Let me take you back to 2021. This is the year where I hit rock bottom. Now, I've already been 405 pounds and plus. I lost weight the previous year, lost 55 pounds, and yet right back up to where I was, which was 405, 408 pounds, somewhere right around there. Well, I decided I was going to do this journey again. Signed up for the gym, started eating healthy, counting my calories, keeping a journal, right? When I do this stuff, I literally go all in. And well, I hurt myself. I hurt my back actually. And I didn't just hurt it. I tore a muscle. Like it was really, really bad. I didn't get checked out or anything for like a month. Hurt to sleep, hurt to stand, hurt to sit, hurt to do whatever. And I'm a truck driver, so going down the road and bumping down the road was not helping it at all. I eventually got to the point where I had to go see a doctor. He immediately told me to, probably be best to go to a chiropractor. It seems like he knew what it was and it would probably help. Went to the chiropractor. He did some, x-rays and, all this, that, and the other, and pretty much told me I tore a bunch of ligaments and stuff down there. Whatever the proper name of it is. They're going to hear a lot of mess ups in my English language on this channel. It's okay. We're going to keep them in there because, well, it's for your entertainment. I had to go to the chiropractor 3 times a week for 6 weeks straight. And it got to the point where my nephew, which is 7 years old, he started football. I couldn't go to his football games. I couldn't go see him play in his very first season because every time I went twice. I re-aggravated what I have already healed by the chiropractor for him healing me for the week. Trying to, getting everything stretched out and everything. I re-aggravated it and re-injured it. And because of that, I was told by him that I needed to not go. I can't go and not cheer. I can't go and not root for my nephew and his team. I love football. Anybody's ever been around me watching the Gators or any other team play that I'm going for, especially for fantasy players, I get into it. So I undoubtedly had to not go and be a part of this, and it sucked. And then I'm driving down the road and just being in this pain and realizing that at 32 years old, I can't do the things that I want to do. I can't live my life to the fullest. And I just started feeling depressed. And anybody that knows me, like really knows me, knows that I'm the guy that looks at everything half full, the cup half full. I'm never depressed. I'm always happy go, smile on my face, unless you do something really, really bad. And, it started bringing tears to my eyes, honestly. And I just knew that I had to do something. And I feel like at this point, God put something in my head. I feel like he put Gastric in my head. Now, the reason why I think he put it in my head was because I never thought about it. Anytime I ever thought about gastric surgery, I knew very little about, and I said, it's a way to cheat on losing weight, and everybody that I know has done it has relapsed, or anybody that I know people has relapsed for one reason or the other. The only other people that do it are the people that have to do it for medical reasons, which if that's the case, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who do it for weight loss. And that's just how I thought, because I didn't really understand what was going on and how it worked. God, I felt like I just had this thing put in the back of my head where I got to the lowest point possible, to where I had to look at something else. I had to figure out another way to attack what I was going through, because every time I've tried, I've given up and then right back to the same area, just gaining weight and being right back where I was. So I needed to try something different. So that's when I decided to look into gastric. Again, I knew nothing about this. I listened to podcasts, I watched videos at the house, and I just learned a lot about it. And I have, I'm a truck driver, so I have 8 hours to listen to podcasts and audio stuff on it in the truck at night. So that's what I did. And I learned so much about it that I never knew. It was a eye-opening thing for me. If you have type 2 diabetes, you can literally go into remission for this and not take medicine or anything anymore. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about type 1 diabetes. But for just that was a kind of cool to be able to read that, and literally happened pretty quick. If you're pre-diabetic, like within a month, you're not pre-diabetic no more. If you have high cholesterol, your cholesterol's down where it's supposed to be. If you have sleep apnea, like you literally have a sleep apnea and you were diagnosed with it, and you have a machine and stuff you sleep with, you literally are, you go into remission on this as well. So let me talk about the things that I have going on. I've been pre-diabetic several times, and I've always just kind of ate healthy and got away from it. But diabetes runs in my family. My grandmother had it. Other people on my mother's side had it. So there's that. I had higher cholesterol at times, so I have that as well. And I literally have sleep apnea. I sleep on a machine every single night. I have to, because I stop breathing when I'm sleeping without the machine. So not only do I lose weight if I do this surgery, all these other benefits are added to me, which makes sense because, well, you're gonna lose weight and there's a lot of other things that go in it, and health, your entire life changes and you just become healthier all the way around. So when I thought about that, I was like, wow, here I am looking at this as this is just a way to lose weight real quick and not knowing anything about it. And my mind instantly changed after all the research I did. And I started looking at it as a tool. And that's what this is at the end of the day. This is a tool to lose weight. This isn't the way to lose weight. If you look at it that way and make this a tool, then your success will be way, much greater than if you just look at it as a way to lose weight. Because there are things you have to do. There are things you will have to sacrifice to even do the surgery. So why did I choose gastric? It's simple. I want my life back. I want to be able to go and jump in a pool, go jump on a roller coaster, and not have to worry about if I fit on it or not. I want to be able to go walk and ride a bike with my friends, or go take a hike with my friends and not worry about if my lower back is going to bother me or not. I just want to be able to live life to the fullest. I want to be able to watch my nephew play football and run down the field when he runs down the field with the ball, and keeping up with his little behind. So that's why I'm choosing gastric. I'm going to get into so much stuff, questions, what the process is, just everything about gastric, eating, lifestyle changes, what you'll have to give up if you are thinking about doing this and you want to know. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm here to help me. Put these videos out are going to help me, but I'm here to also help somebody. That's my goal. That's my prayer, is to be able to help somebody else that has questions, that is going through the same issues, the same struggles I go through. I'm going to put those on here. Struggles, ups, downs, everything. So you're going to see everything uncut, unfiltered, There's going to be some laughing moments, maybe even some crying. You never know. You know, I want this to be as real as possible. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tickle that little bell icon. That way you are alerted to all new content I post on Gastric and what's going on with my life. And as always, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.